One idea to play with here is the idea to flow with me, Keith.
There it is.
Right? If I can get Keith off balance,
Yeah,
I don't just
so
want to
getting on
push
my
him away or
That's
get
the
him
thing
like
we've been trying to show
all the
you,
way
just
off
letting
balance.
people fall
One thing
in.
that John did a lot, and that is
Even
extremely
stuck
good
here,
for
it's
both
like-
of our training, continue Keith, is to kind of keep
Yeah.
him like right on the edge. Keep moving, Keith.
Yeah.
Right? Just kind of as I move with him, kind of keep him right on the tightrope of his balance. Okay? What does that do? For me, as we move, if I can get him kind of like right on that edge, now I'm feeling all the detail. I'm feeling exactly where his balance is. I'm feeling how he's adjusting. I learn a lot more from kind of keeping him on the edge versus just kind of, you know, plowing through it and, you know, knocking him off balance. From Keith's perspective, as I kind of keep him on the edge, this is giving his body a chance to, there you go, to figure it out, right? If Keith gets me a little bit on the edge, like, whoop, right, there we go. That's better, right? So play with this idea of keeping people on the edge of their balance as opposed to just plowing through. And a possible application of that, if Keith were attacking me, right, whoa, and I just push him away or something, now if he could draw a weapon, he could do all sorts of stuff. Really, the only times I would actually want to push him away, maybe if it's some crazy multiple situation, I just need space, or if I can push him off a rooftop or into the path of an oncoming train. That would probably be good for me, right? Otherwise, it might do me more good. I'll just do whatever, Keith. Might do me more good if I kind of get him a little off balance. Instead of pushing him away, I keep him right on the edge. Boom! So I can land really decisive blows, right? You can see how that is. If Keith's moving at me like, oh shit, if I can keep him off balance here, boom, boom. That gives me an opportunity to land very decisive blows that he won't be able to necessarily deal with as well. If Keith's here and on balance, make fists, make yourself look good. There you go. Right? And say I'm able to hit it, yeah, just let me hit you. And I'm able to say hit him right here, right? Or hit him right here. He's perfectly set up and on balance to deal with that. If Keith's coming after me and I could get him a little off balance, right? Now, boom, he's not as well prepared to deal with that, for example. Okay, remember John at least once summarized Guided Chaos as the art of do whatever, Keith. Getting a guy off balance in order to land killing blows. Okay, so in your training, you know, even when we're doing these little drills or even on 1 foot or whatever, if I can move to keep him kind of right on that edge, not falling off balance, but not letting him catch his balance. Try to catch your balance, Keith, right? And I keep going a little bit more, catch your balance, Keith, right? Just keeping him a little off, boom, right? Imagine what that allows you to do. Those who worked with John have experienced it many, many times. It's from like the first motion being like totally off balance, boom, but not flying away, just being perfectly set up to be nailed in a very decisive way. Again, in order to hurt Keith from here, when he's all ready, I would have to hit him really hard and fast. Okay, but if Keith's moving on me and I just get him a little off balance, do I have to really hit him that hard and fast from here to cause a lot of damage? And then really hard and fast, and then really hard and fast, boom. If I'm keeping him constantly off balance or on the edge of his balance, no, it's pretty, you can see it's more devastating even if I don't have as much pure like momentum, bone crunching power, right? So just something to keep in mind. As you train, whether it's this exercise or even any sort of contact flow, have that feeling maybe of keeping your training partner kind of on the edge of his balance as opposed to just like plowing through him. Continue, right? Because it just has really a lot of good educational value on both sides, right? Doesn't mean you have to actually pause. I'm just pausing to demonstrate it, right? But if Keith gets me a little bit off balance, I'm just kind of on the wire and I recover. And Keith will off balance, on the wire he recovers, just on the wire he recovers, right? That kind of dangling from the fishing line sensation. Thanks.